I started off in quantum physics with a curiosity for the inner workings of reality, but then found myself drawn to a field called quantum biology, where we were studying some of the simplest life forms. And this led me naturally to a question of, if this is the most primitive life form on Earth, where did it come from? So if we could find an example of life beyond Earth, that would provide us with a second data point, which would mean we need to detect evidence of life beyond Earth. Proudly Human's Off-World project is a series of habitation experiments in the most extreme environments on Earth. The average temperature on the surface of Mars is comparable to the average winter temperature in Antarctica. So great place to prepare infrastructure and crew-wise for the kind of temperatures we can expect on Mars. Under the ocean, where you can't breathe underwater. So whatever habitat you may be confined to, you would need to suit up to leave that environment. In the third category are desert environments where water management will be critical. When we leave Earth, there are water, in fact ice, deposits in various bodies, including the Moon and Mars, but we will need to extract this water, which will cost us energy-wise, and we will need to purify this water to reuse it. So in the desert, we will focus on power generation, but critically water management skills. When we develop projects for space, the resource constraints and the limitations and the extreme environment in space often drives new kind of innovation. And it's thanks to the space industry that we've seen the advancements that we have seen in the sophistication and efficiency and manufacturing ease of solar-powered technology. So that's just one example of how the extremity of space has driven the kinds of innovation that are essential for our continued resilience as a society here on Earth. The Moon becoming a popular place to visit lately. We've had India landing for the first time on the Moon recently. We've had China becoming the first country to land on the far side of the Moon. And the far side of the Moon is actually where we're aiming for the Africa to Moon telescope. We can see certain things in the visual spectrum, but the radio spectrum, which is not visible with the human eye, is another very interesting window into phenomena that happen beyond Earth. So the SKA radio telescope will be looking at some of those signals. We are super excited to put Africa's first mission on the Moon, technology mission, not people yet, we'll get there. And this will also be the world's first radio telescope on the Moon, so a fitting expansion of what the SKA and the Meerkat project have achieved right here in South Africa. I've presented at hundreds of conferences and traveled to all 7 continents on this planet, and South Africa is my favorite country. It's a fantastic place to live, a fantastic place to work, and a fantastic place to visit.